When the dry season comes, you have to take precaution. Let me start the show saying that. When the dry season comes, everywhere is dry. There's a high possibility there will be a lot of fires this period. And trust me, you would want to protect yourselves and your properties. So you do business, ensure that, everywhere, fire protector, surge protector, anything that needs protecting, have your fire extinguishers on standby. You could probably do some training for your staff members this period for what to do when there's as much as a spark. And then if you live in a residential area, you bring your children. Yeah, so it's dry season now. Oh, the chances of fire escalating fast is higher now. So these are the things you should do. If you see smoke, if you see this, run out of the house, holler for help. Anything you can do to safeguard lives and properties, now is the best time. This is November, December, up until January next year. I think the rains are finally told us bye-bye. But hey, in River State, expect rain even on Christmas Day. I just thought to put that out there. How you doing today? My name is Denise Dennis Worlu. Oh, it's not the usual way I welcome you. Yo, what's up? How you doing? How's your mind? How's your body? And of course, how is your soul? I'm excited to be here on the sunny side today. And today will not be any different from what we usually do on the sunny side. Having ethical, philosophical, and thought-provoking discussion. What's on the menu today? Something you heard in our major news bulletins, 6 a.m. this morning and even 12 noon today. But there's another angle, and that is the angle I would like us to focus on. Should personal conflicts stop you from saving lives? Should having how they used to say it, quarrels, fighting, you have a grudge against someone, you have a misunderstanding with someone, when it's time for you to render help, should you hold back on that help because you are fighting, you are quarreling, you are having a misunderstanding? Think about it. That conversation takes us up until 12. 1 o'clock, I beg your pardon. 1 o'clock, trending stories comes up. I have a live appearance coming up at 1:10, and then every other thing on the sunny side continues. My 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock hour. What is on the menu? I tell you, the algorithm of desire. On this conversation, we'll be diving into a topic that affects every single one of us who scrolls through a phone. How much has social media influenced your desire or want for certain things? You were never a perfume lover. But all of a sudden, you see some people doing some pip here and there, and you think that you love perfumes all of a sudden. You never used to take alcohol, but you see the way some people hold their champagne glasses, and some people hold on to their, is it vodka glasses, and then they put some ice, and you're like, this thing must be really nice. And all of a sudden, you find yourself wanting something that you originally do not want. So 2 questions we'll be answering on that conversation. What is the last thing you bought, big or small, that you only discovered you wanted because of a social media post or ad? Do you feel social media has changed your definition of a normal or good lifestyle, making you desire things that are outside your budgets or means? So stick around for that conversation. Now that we have that out of the way, let's begin the conversation, shall we? A truly heartbreaking story involving a devastating fire in an apartment building resulted in the tragic loss of life and property. That is the foundation for today's discussion. So while we may want to talk about the fire, I want us to focus more on the angle I will look at the conversation from. Now, what is this angle? According to reports from our correspondent, 4 young children were locked in their apartment when the fire began. So take note of the numbers, 4. We learned from eyewitnesses that 2 of the older children who were awake actually attempted to save their sleeping younger siblings, but the intensity of the heat forced them to escape. The mother had locked them in the house. That was in the evening, and then she went to buy something, and then the fire started. Now, fire, I don't know which is what, fire or water. When fire starts, it has a way of moving,
spreading
so quickly, right? The inferno becomes water. Water sweeps things off. Water drowns people. But hey, let's focus on fire now. The fire spread rapidly through the building, which housed 27 families, consuming nearly everything. Residents reportedly couldn't recover any of their possessions. But there's a particular disturbing detail in this account that raises serious questions about community, about compassion, and our shared humanity. It was equally reported that some neighbors who had previously been in a misunderstanding or dispute with the children's mother allegedly did not step in to help. What makes this even more complex and frankly painful is that these same neighbors also ended up losing their own homes and belongings, as the fire didn't discriminate in its spread. The fire did not remember who started the misunderstanding between the two, both of them, or all of them. The fire did not say, okay, I would, it's not like when I see the blood, I will pass over. The fire affected everyone. This is a stark moment where personal grievances collide with a life or death emergency. And it forces me to ask, does a personal conflict justify inaction when a tragedy is unfolding, especially one that impacts innocent children? Did their desire to hold onto a grudge override a basic human instinct to help save lives, even if they didn't care for the children's mother? Right. And ultimately, did that inaction prevent the early intervention that might have saved their own possessions, or even help save the lives of the little ones? This incident presents a difficult moral dilemma. And we're not looking for legal answers here, trust me. We're not looking for what caused the fire. Some blame games will come in here and there. Why the mama go locking children inside as commot, security and all that. Maybe she thought it was the safest thing to do at the time. But we're asking for your perspective on community and conscience. Ifechukwu Moile, how are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing absolutely well. It's good to be here.
It's good to be here, right? I think this will be our first time doing this. But
it's the first time. Whenever I listen to you, I usually hear, your intro where you bash me a little bit, and then your listeners will be like, "Be kind to Ifechukwu."
I should be calm.
Ifechukwu is here now. You should be kind to Ifechukwu. So
I'm not kind. We're about to delve into something pretty serious, and trust me, it's a sad story and all of that.
It really is.
And by the way, to you, the listener, head on to our social media handle. We have a pre-sale, and the question I asked: should personal disagreements ever dictate your response when someone's life, especially that of a child, is in immediate mortal danger? That's question number one. Question number two: in a communal living situation like an apartment building, does the responsibility to act during an emergency supersede any and all past conflicts with residents or fellow residents? If you look at somebody that used to quarrel sometimes, true or false?
Is it because you stay on radio and you be quarreling me when I'm not here? Anyway,
you look like somebody that your neighbor used to. Who took my water? Who cut my light? Who dropped this thing in my domot or in my front hedge?
I mean, it happened. Well,
back in school.
That's with the time I remember that kind of thing happened.
Okay.
I mean, if you had neighbors who you share things, this kind of things will definitely come up. So, but for this particular story here, now there's a lot we haven't really figured out yet, which we're going to be figuring out today. Because we're going to go there, we'll still go there and go to the scene and try to interview more persons to find out what actually really happened. Because it's just the way you heard it, it just does not make so much sense to me that I mean, you're so angry with her that you want her own building to be the only thing that is going to be burned. But now,
Are you not a wicked person?
this is human this is human mind though. I'm just, the thing that really boggles my mind is the fact that you saw the fire was there and you knew you are all living in a makeshift apartment. It's made of wood, and wood is highly flammable.
What's the word I'm looking for? I mean, you don't even need kerosene to start a
Yes,
fire
no.
with wood. If you do akara, if you do what's this other one, just be putting. People cook with firewood, so it's like fuel naturally.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's highly flammable, and you sit there and you're watching it. You watch the fire start, and you're looking at it. I'm not sure this is exactly what happened, but we're just saying, right? So you're looking at the building, and the fire has already started. Because I heard the woman said that they saw there was this struggle. The children wanted to save their siblings, and they couldn't. But you people were there. 26 families. They should have, if they have 26 families there, that means there should be more than 100 people there.
Children, partners, all
so they could not
get
find
water,
a way to save the situation at that time. It's just so, it doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make any sense.
Let me also ask. I've had people offend me, and I had legitimate reasons. If I explain to someone that I am offended,
we have to gauge the level of offense. So
offenses will come, right? And you've had people hurt you, and then they hurt you. You deal with the pain. You probably do some cutting off and everything, and then boom, you hear that this person had a downfall. What's the first your humanity first? Would it rejoice? Or would it show empathy? Satan don't fall for God. What's this? I mean, as human beings, because it could be that. It could be, okay, thank God.
That's why I'm saying you have to look at the gravity of what the offense is, because some persons might be listening and they will say, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. But, you can count a lot of people who they are village people, these things that happen in the village where this person is being accused of causing the downfall, going to DBR to do one or two things to aid the downfall of one person like that. Or maybe the person is said to have killed so many persons. Exactly. And then one thing happened to the person's children or to anybody related to the person or even to the person himself. There is bound to be serious happiness in the lives of the people who feel they are being oppressed.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. But what happened to our humanity? I'm saying this because some people genuinely repent. However, the people they have offended are not having it, which repent. You must suffer first. And when you suffer, we cannot tell you sorry. Say, hey, you see, say, good. I mean, and there are those who, hey, I know this person did bad. I know this person is a bad person, but I feel this person has suffered enough. Or maybe this person should have just seen small suffer. Not this magnitude. I mean, was it not from the story I had that someone who does POS business?
Yes.
Losing POS money and everything.
50,000 naira.
50,000 naira and all of that. And that's like, I mean, I'm thinking that someone who does a business and has just 50,000, it may be profit, it may be the capital. That can as well let us into that person's standard of living. So that's like this is rock bottom, as it were. So this time, no accommodation, no properties, no business to, go back to, and then
you're starting from zero. Not even square one. You're starting your life all over
again. And right now the economy is not the people who will be willing to help. And I have also understood things in recent times. The kind of people you have in your circle and your family will determine the magnitude of help, or if help at all will come. So there are
Yes.
people who can conveniently give you that 50,000 naira if you have them in your circle. There are those who you go to. They're like, they bring out their entire pocket, say,
Afo, chichi. I
Shishi,
know who.
fudging, I don't have. And then we now say, oh, this world is wicked. And if it's Nollywood movie, somebody is just walking around the road, just crying, absent. They're not
Is
singing
this life?
this life. And they're walking. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Again, 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809-030-6416. Should personal disagreements ever dictate your response when someone's life, especially that of a child, is an immediate mortal danger? Maybe not even a child. You know this person is in danger. And in a communal living situation like this kind of apartment, thus the responsibility to act during an emergency supersede any and all past conflicts with a fellow resident. I'll share a story with you, but that will happen after this call. Nigeria Info, good afternoon. Welcome to the sunny side.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Buti, calling from Port Harcourt.
Your name is?
Buti.
Oh, welcome.
Thank you. I think this is a society, what we see in society. Despite that this thing has happened, practical, everybody can see it. It's not visible. Some people have that in their own mind. Some people are very happy, just like happy. Most people are very happy now because of what happened to that family. So talking about maybe screening, helping them in the time of peace. They don't even have that time. They are just increasing their prayer. Some people will go to the church center, that money. You will see some people who have been praying for peace. And when you get it, how do you expect the person to come and rescue such a war? Then it's such a disaster. It is unfortunate because number one is this. Many people have got a lot of things in their mindset. And they don't even wish their neighbor to do things. They don't even expect any good to come from them. Maybe because of their long sermon, maybe they are having a misunderstanding for long. They have been in enmity or one thing or the other. There's such an enemy started. They don't even have that time. Even though they're happy, they can't even use it for their neighbor. Because they have been praying for that for a long period of time. And God has answered their prayer.
God answered the prayer?
I guess it's what they will say now because they will believe that their prayer has been answered. You know, when somebody, if I have problem with you now, you say die.
All the people praying die by fire prayer.
I
And
think,
please, nobody should pray die by fire prayer this dry season.
I think Buki should have in mind that the people that he's talking about now, they should be happy for this woman's downfall. They are probably not in the right frame of mind to think of the woman's downfall because they are
At this point in time.
they are thinking about how they're gonna live. You don't have a place, you don't have clothes to wear. Your money you kept in your house because these people, many of them will have their money in their houses. They are all burnt. So you're starting
Some
from
of them
square
will have
one.
this colo. Is it piggy
Bank?
Yeah, where they
Yeah,
just
where they put their back, and it's
one-
still
1,000
wooden.
naira every
It's
year.
still
It's
wooden
still
too.
wooden
So it's
too.
gonna be burned completely.
Nigerian Info, good afternoon to you. Hi, good afternoon. My name is Denise, not Constance. Thank you very much.
Hello, Dennis. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is Dakuku from Okeche.
Dakugo from Akpokweche. Thank you for joining us.
The topic bringer is very, very interesting. You know, when you are living in a couple, don't likely be enemy with everybody. Because some people will come to that person, those your neighbors will not be able to help you. So that woman now locked the children inside the house and move out, and that catch fire. And look at the children die. I get to my point.
Yeah, I get your point. But then the question I'm asking, because I have a misunderstanding with you, if I am in trouble, should that shield your heart from wanting to help?
Yes, that's what I said. You will be able to do something. Somebody will help you in that time when something happens. Are you getting me?
Okay.
So you have to good. And if something happens, if I thought the woman is going with his fire, not be able to go up to that fire,
See, I mean,
He's not really following
no,
that.
no. If you live in a compound where you are sharing so many things,
Yes.
the misunderstanding could span from something as
Anywhere
little
at
as
all.
who removed my bucket from this line, who used the water I kept, who used my stove, who used. I'm just saying it could be who spread things on this rope,
Sure.
who pushed my cloth. Neighbor na me oh, your clothes been done dry. I say my just shift and small, my dry my own. Your cloth don't wet my cloths. It could be. I mean,
It can happen anywhere,
I'm
honestly.
not even sure the misunderstanding was that deep.
We don't know yet.
We
but
don't know yet.
It could be
it
that
could
it's
be.
not that deep.
Nigerian Phil, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Dennis, good
Hi.
day, my good sister.
Good day, my good brother.
My sister, the thing is bothering me. Some people have heart in mind. I remembered in those days, that was 80s, when I was doing agri. I went for, Bidere and Kedere.
That's in Ogoni.
Kony.
Oh.
I don't know if they have settled now. In those days, I went to negotiate for fertilizer sales. It happens that the person I'm looking for is just opposite. Bidere and Kedere, they are just adjacent, opposite. So I didn't know that the man I was, waiting for was across looking at me. So when I got to him, he said, Oga, where am I coming from? I told him that we negotiated before I came to this place. The man said I should go, so that business that we cannot do it again. I said, why? So I had to ask somebody. Somebody told me that they were having issues.
Okay.
They don't, you cannot go to the other side to buy something. That was then. Ask, I don't know if they have agreed now, I don't know. Because of, I was waiting that man at the other side. We couldn't do that business again. You see, what am I saying is that some people have bad mind. It's a bad mind, not, that's wickedness.
Wickedness.
Even if I'm quarreling with you, would that stop you not to rescue? And these are little children.
Even if I'm quarreling with you, would that stop me not to rescue? And every Sunday we lift our hands in this sanctuary. Did he also try to include how is your economy? Okay, I'll do that tomorrow. This one reads, Didi, I don't agree with you if he's not a quarrelsome person. Even the way he's just laughing, I don't even know what to say. Okay, defender of
my defense.
Good afternoon, Denise. This shouldn't even be a discussion in the first place among adults. Moral justification makes you do the right thing, most especially when lives and properties are in danger. Unless people tend to bury this morality and rationality deep down to watch others suffer, then we should know where we are as a society. Not everyone who looks responsive is mentally sound. This one says, I don't think the neighbors in that same compound were just waiting around while the fire was on. In that situation, everybody would be racing to save their properties. The commotion and scrambling would be so loud that you wouldn't hear anything else except your heartbeat rushing to get your property out. In this case, the entire occupants of that compound were in trouble, so much that no one was calm enough to comprehend the wailing of another.
That is another angle.
Yeah,
it looks quite plausible from
the way he said it.
I
don't think they intentionally turned a blind eye, allowing the kids to die. Remember how I started my show? Sometimes we are doing the wrong things at emergency situations, and I'll explain further after this commercial break that happens in 1, 2, 3.